there's that scene at the end when it shows his day of when he got caught.
Yeah.
To give you what his day was like on the day that he got caught, of how fucked up he was, how deep in the shit he was. It feels like you're on drugs with him.
Yeah, it was very hectic.
If you notice,
and
too,
he's like looking up at the sky the
paranoid.
entire
He's
time. I'm like,
paranoid as
I'm
fuck.
paranoid. Oh
he's
my
paranoid,
god.
rightfully so, because they were following him.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shots too when he's driving and looking up. I think it's not confirmed, but it seems like this, because notice a car was following him too.
Yeah.
Real close from behind when
Yeah.
when the helicopter was above him. There's a cool shot where he's looking up, and on this side and this side of him are cars that are close behind him. So he's like trapped.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking above him, so something's above him.
Mm-hmm.
He's encased in a car, and then both sides of his face are covered in the background by a car.
And is that right before he almost hits the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happened a few times, but yeah.
Yeah. I was so nervous that entire time. I was like, oh my gosh, or even...
Did you notice what they were doing with the camera?
That it was like the shaky shots?
It was handheld a lot,
Yeah.
and every time he would be talking, the camera's just like slowly punching in on him.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to somebody else on the phone, and it comes back, it's out, and
Yeah.
it pushes in. Then it cuts to him, it's a close-up.
Yeah.
It's always like moving or close. You just feel frantic because you can't sit down.
Yeah.
And plus, he looks like he's fucking strung out.
Yeah.
And he's like, I gotta get the chicken. I gotta go get this. Oh, I gotta go drop this off. All right, now I gotta go back, mix the sauce. Oh, I gotta do this now.
Yeah.
He's like, go,
Even
go.
She was like on cocaine too.
Yeah.
She was like hitting it. She was pretty crazy too.
Yeah, because it's interesting to see too, because you don't hear this much about the mafia and the mob stories, is how accustomed you get to it when you're surrounded by it. Like, it's just human nature to think things are normal when they're not, when you're in a community.
Yeah.
If you're surrounded by everybody doing the same things, it seems, that's why it's important to surround yourself with the people that you want, that are similar to what you want, because you're going to become that. And you're going to, that'll just become your normal. If you hang out with people that are lazy and don't do shit, you're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you hang around people that, work out, you're going to probably work out a lot more. Hang around mobsters, you're going to want to become a mobster, and it's going to seem normal.
Yeah.
So she got accustomed to it, thought it was normal, and then, started doing drugs, maybe towing the line there, but she's in it. She's invested. It doesn't seem like it's this crazy, illegal, unfathomable life.
Yeah. And that was interesting when introducing her and then their wedding. Did you notice in their wedding scenes, he was in like none of them? It was all like them showing her around. So I felt like the wedding scene was very important for her in the story to get acclimated in the lifestyle.
That might be
it was
a strategy.
Kind of like throwing her into it.
Yeah. That might be a strategy of the mafia dudes, the Italian mob. They're probably like, okay, we got to make sure this girl's, we got to get her in, because if the wife isn't in it, we're fucked. So
that's kind of true.
So let's make her feel real special today.
Because she went off the rails a few times, and they're like, hey, you got to get her under control. They told him, they're like, you can't see your girlfriend anymore. You got to go home, because without her, like, you got kids with her, you got to keep up appearances at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And, and even when she was smuggling stuff into jail with him and she just starts going crazy, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And I mentioned this during the movie, but you notice that the scene before was him bringing the meats, the breads, the stuff that he snuck in. And then the next scene is when she comes and she brings the exact same stuff. She's like, why don't you have her bring the stuff? And it's like, well, I think she has been bringing this stuff too. Yeah, because she went in
before her.
Yeah, he's probably doubling up on his stock. He's having both of his girlfriends come bring him in. Because in all reality, why would he ask his girlfriend to come? Like, he can't. It's not his wife. Like, I don't really think he actually likes the girls. I think he just wants to hook up with them.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the girlfriend. If he wanted to marry the girl, like he was in love with her. Like, this because he said it in the movie. He was like, all I got to do is tell her I love her every once in a while. And then, she's good.
Yeah, that was the second girlfriend, the drug girl.
Yeah, so obviously he just doesn't love these girls. So he wouldn't be asking or wanting to see them in jail when he can't have sex with them.
Yeah.
So that he brought her there just to smuggle in the stuff.
Yeah.